Once you have gone through all the other video tutorials, you should have something to upload, some kind of video file or music file that you have already downloaded to be able to try out Movie Maker. And Movie Maker is included in our NSU App Store. So if you look over here on your desktop, you'll see the NSU App Store. And all you have to do is type in Movie Maker, and it should pop up. There it is. So you can download this. You don't need any ticket. It just downloads automatically with no issues to your laptop. So once you open up Movie Maker, it looks very simple. There's not much to it. I've used other programs before, and you know, I like using them, but sometimes they just take too much of my time. And I know our time is very limited, so that's why I love using Movie Maker. There's 4 tabs up here that you need to really get comfortable with. Home is where you'll have these toolbars where, you know, to add music, to add video, to add narration. Animations, which is how your videos will transition into each other. You can also have, you know, the pan and zoom options as well. The visual effects toolbar, you know, it gives you a selection. I'll show you once I upload the video. It gives you a selection to change the filter, to change the shape of it, the color, make it black and white. And then you can also add brightness. So, you know, if you have one of those videos that are just, you know, your face looks too dark because there's a shadow, you can always brighten it. And then the project is a little bit more in detail. And then view, you know, to view it. And I will show you, and there's also an edit option, but that doesn't pop up until you add something. So I wanted to just review this as quickly as I can so you can just try it out. So first, you know, I'm going to add my video. And I know I've been making so many of these for the Summer Institute. So I'm just going to find one. And I think I want one of myself talking, so that I can show you an example of how to add background music while someone is talking and how to lower it a little bit. So let's see. Okay, intro video. Alright. If you look down here, you'll see that it's still loading. So you do have to wait until the video file loads in order to make any changes to it. Once it's fully loaded, that little green box down here will disappear, and you'll be able to change your video. So here's my video. It's me talking. It's my intro video that you guys saw earlier. I want music in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add Music up here. And it's going to be Add Music from my PC because I already have it downloaded. Okay, this one, I think it's a classical piece. It's not that long, so I could add a longer one. If you double click on the audio strip, you can just click delete and it comes off. I'm going to, let's see, this one. This one seems long. There we go. So this one's longer. If you double click on the music, it takes you to the editing option. So now that we have our video and our music, you'll see that the edit toolbar popped up. This is where you're going to be doing trimming or splitting your video or changing the volume of the video or the music file. So you don't have to double click, you could just click edit. But I like to double click because it automatically opens up the edit tab. So I'm going to double click on my video, check on the volume, it's halfway. I'm going to increase it a little since I want background music. Then I'm going to double click on my music file, and you'll see it says music volume, not video volume. That way you can differentiate. My music, way too high. I need to be able to have people hear what I'm saying. So I'm going to lower it a little bit, and then I'm going to click play.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Claudia.
Okay, so I can definitely hear the music and the video. I think my voice is a little too loud, so I'm going to go ahead and just lower that back to halfway and try it again.
I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Claudia.
Okay, so I like the way it sounds. Now my video file, if you see here, there's no dark green in the beginning. So if I double click on that, you know, the song doesn't start until maybe 1 second into it. So what I can do is just increase my starting point. You see how it's coming back? Okay, so now it's going to start the music when I actually start talking. And if you double click on the song, you can fade it in, which I don't like to do because most music files already fade in themselves. But I do like to fade it out. That way it doesn't look like I stopped the song in the middle. So I'm going to click, there's slow, medium, and fast. Slow, it probably starts off here, medium here, fast. Fast is, you know, all the way at the end. It fades out all the way at the end. So I'm going to leave it at fast. And then there's multiple options. I will make another video to go more in depth with this, but I just want to show you the basic. That way you get comfortable using it. So I'm going to go back to my home and the video. I wanted to start when I'm talking, so let me go back to that. Let me explain what I did. I double clicked on the video, which took me to my editing. You'll see the speed of the video. I could speed it up, but then my voice would sound extremely high and super fast like a little chipmunk, or I could, you know, slow it down. So 1 is normal, anything past 1 is sped up, and anything below 1 is slowed down. So 1 is your normal. If you know, I don't see an option here that says 0.75, like you don't want it halfway slowed down, you want it a quarter slowed down, you could actually type that in if you don't see the option. So you can type in the numbers on here. If you see a box, you can type it in. I'm going to leave it regular, but I do want to trim the beginning a little bit and the end. So I'm going to click on the trim tool. And all you do, you know, similar to the other video tools I've showed you, like Zoom, you just trim this way. So I want it to be when I start talking. So I think I started talking right here. And then I can end, you know, if I want it to end here, I move it there, and I just click Save Trim at the top. Now let's say I wanted to cut something out. I don't like that I said something. I'm going to double click again, and you see this split tool? It's similar to trimming, except it splits. That way you can trim the middle part of it. So let's say I want to trim it here. I play it, and I know that at 12 seconds, I want to take out 12 seconds to 18 seconds. I'm going to go to 12. You can see you can move this bar so that you can increase it to 12. Alright. So I want it at 12, and I'm going to click Split. What that does is it takes your full movie file and makes it 2 movie files. So now I can trim out. So this is you see the little block here. Now I can click here and I can actually trim the 12 seconds I wanted to. So I wanted to go all the way up to 18. Hold on. Okay. I wanted to trim from 12 to 18. So I would stop at 18, just about. And then I would click Save Trim. So now I took out that middle portion that I wanted. And then now that there's 2 videos, what you can do is you go to animations, and these are your transitions. You can click on them and it'll show you like how they're gonna look.
Hey everybody.
This is Pixel.
Hey everybody.
Like that. There's so many options. There's this one. Well, it shows you a lot more. Cinematic. And then depending on, like, if they're different video files, there's even more options in this. You can also, if you want it to zoom in the middle or kind of like rotate, you click on this. You can apply to all. Same thing with here. You can change the duration. So let's say the pixelated transition lasts for a minute, a second, 1.5 seconds. I can change that to 1 second if I wanted to. Then the visual effects pretty much is like color, visual. I like to use this one sometimes
Hey
for certain
everybody,
things.
I just wanted to introduce
So it just
myself. I'm Claudia Del
changes
Valle.
my color. This one
Hey
actually
everybody,
spins.
I just wanted to introduce
Different visual effects. So while you're on visual effects, there's also a brightness tool. You can move it up, move it down. So it really, if you have a shadow and you want it just a teeny bit brighter, I would leave it there, and that's it. You go back to home, and this is the creation. So this is basically all you need for Movie Maker, the basic part of it. Once you start using it, you get to learn these tabs. You get to learn more options. You can also, on top of having the music file, you can add a narration file. So I'm going to do an example so you can see it. And I click record. But make sure you have your little bar where you want it. So I want it to be at the beginning. Alright. Hey everybody, I am testing out Movie Maker for the video tools session. Stop, I'm going to save that. So it actually saves on your computer a narration file. And you can see that it looks kind of brown compared to the green. That way you can tell. This is the narration and this is the music. This is the actual video. I don't want it, so I'm just going to double click on it and delete it. There's also an undo button up here and a redo, just in case you needed to undo something. You can add a caption. So let's say a title too. Title would be like a title page. Credit is like, you know, the ending page. Credits like at the end of a movie. Caption is actually directly on your video. So I'm going to add a caption. There's so many options to choose from. I like to choose, you know, this one. It has a little
introduce myself. I'm Claudia.
A little glam there, like glitter. And then I'll just type my name on here. And you can also, you know, stretch it out, change the handwriting, change the size of it. Okay. When you do change the size of it, you have to re-stretch out the box. You can also change the color. It's white right now. I could have it black. And then it starts here, but you can move it around. So let's say you want it to start over here. That's where it's going to start. And the duration, you see how long it is? It'll go in all the way until this clip. So if I want it to be 4 seconds, then it'll only show up for the beginning. So I'll show you what it looks like. I'll play it from here.
Claudia Delgado, and I'm the media specialist in the middle school. I started.
So you can do a lot with that. And if you're doing a lesson, it'd be a great idea to add a title page. So the title page actually is like an image of its own. If you don't like just the text on there, you could upload a picture. I'll show you how to do that too. So I like this one, and this is going to be video tools. I'm just going to keep it basic. And that's it. So I'm going to play it and see what it looks like. So there's my title. It's a little bit too long,
Hey
so
everybody.
I could change the length of it by double clicking, and then here's the length. 4 seconds. Another thing. So let's say I don't want it to be just a plain black background. I could go back to my home, and you could add videos and pictures. So this isn't just about videos. You can make a slideshow of photos as well. So I'm going to choose this ocean background, and I'm going to delete this other, you know, title page that I made. I don't want it to be black. I'd rather it be blue. So if you want to use the actual photo on here, then you would put a caption. So I'll show you how that would look. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so now it's not going to be on a black background. It's actually going to be on this image that I already downloaded. But instead of doing a title page, I did a caption. So I'm going to play it. And you see, you can still see the ocean in the background.
Hey everybody.
And I like that more as a title page. So it depends, you know, on how you want it to look. you can also move around your file. So let's say you are making a slideshow and you have 30 pictures, but you want one to be the beginning and you want one that is better for a closure. You can move them around. So all you have to do is just drag and drop. I want it here, I want it here. You also, the same thing with the music and the titles, you can put it wherever you want. That's as easy as it is. Drag and drop. I'm going to go ahead and put this back to my title page though. Okay. When I'm done, there's two ways to save. If you feel like, okay, you've played this product, you play it, you can play it here, or if you want to see it full size screen, you click this little arrow. And it'll play for you. You can fast forward.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to...
you can get out of it if you want, back to Movie Maker. So you can, I usually, when I'm ready for my final product, I watch it full screen. But if I'm still editing and dragging stuff and adding music, I play it so I can see where it's at on my video and where I need to make the change. So that's why I like this little thumbnail. And then when I'm ready to watch the ending of it, I click the full screen. Now to save it, there's two ways. You can go to File. You can save it as a movie for high definition display. I always recommend you click on that one and it'll save it as a high definition MP4. Or if you are not ready yet, you still feel like you're going to add 2 more videos later in the week, or you're just not happy with it because it's missing something, then you would save it as a draft in Movie Maker. So you would click not Save Movie, you would click Save Project. If you save it as a project, it does not save as an MP4 yet, it just saves it as a draft inside of Movie Maker. So you'll only be able to view this project if it's like opening a saved file in Word. It's saved in Word, it doesn't save anywhere else. Same thing here, it'll save it as a draft inside of Movie Maker. But if you're you're completely happy with it, then you're gonna save it as a movie, which is MP4. So those are the two to remember. Save as project, which is a draft in Movie Maker. Save as movie, it'll save as an MP4 and you'll be ready to upload it into Canvas or your YouTube channel or wherever it is you want to upload it. If you want to upload it to Nearpod, remember that it will probably need to be compressed, so you can use that nice video tools that I showed you earlier in this session. That is it for Movie Maker right now.